Hello and welcome. This is Lisa Jones, and you are listening to the Exploring Death podcast. On today's podcast, I have Jeff O'Driscoll. Jeff has practiced emergency medicine for 25 years. For 8 years, he served as chairman of emergency medicine at a level 1 trauma center and teaching hospital. He has an academic appointment at the University of Utah School of Medicine and is a fellow of the American College of Emergency Physicians. Well, why don't we ask? I do readings at each of my interviews. And so if you're open for it, I'll pull a few cards and see what universe, God, or source energy, or whatever we want to call it, has to say.
Yes, that's fine. I welcome that. I've never had a reading, so I'm not sure what'll happen here, but I'm open.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So the first card is always the blockage card. And so what I'm getting, and I feel like this is kind of an overall message for what you're suggesting, and it's surrender. Yeah. And so I think for so many people, like, they don't want to surrender. They're like, oh, I've got to control everything. It's, like, whatever comes through, I need to know what the answer is. And I think, it's all about surrender, right? It's all about just trusting that there is this bigger whatever out there, whatever you want to call it, but that there is this beautiful divine, love that truly cares about us. And that if you just open and surrender, that's like the first step. What do you think?
I agree wholeheartedly. If you're really set in what you think and what you want to do, sometimes it makes it really hard to get any direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, so then, oh my gosh, I just love these cards so much. So the second card is commitment, which is what we were just talking about practicing and about being committed to, if you really want to tap in and get the guidance and advice and support of this amazing energy that's out there, you have to commit to doing it and not just kind of just sit back and think it's just gonna, you're gonna be struck by lightning or something, or you might get struck by lightning and then you'll have an out-of-body experience, which you may not want to have, right?
This is correct. But many people function under the misperception that spiritual activities are passive. And they can be, often they are, but you can be active and participate and commit to it. Enriching the experience.
I absolutely love that. And then the outcome card is freedom, yes. Right?
I like that.
So, right. I mean, again, I just love the confirmation that these cards give us, because the freedom, that's what I experience. I experience freedom on a daily basis because I'm so tapped in. I'm so just connected. And not to say I get every message that comes my way by any means. I feel like all of us are getting messages on a daily basis. And again, if you're controlling, if you're closed off, if you want to push it away, you're not going to get them for sure. But the more that you surrender and you what's the word, have that commitment to receive, and then, you get that freedom and things open up. I mean, experiences, meeting amazing people, like meeting you at this event. I just feel like what a gift. And I feel like the first 2 days at that conference, I'm like, why am I here? Why am I here? And then suddenly it just, the floodgates opened, and I just connected with all the speakers that were there. And I feel my whole life was just elevated when I connected in with all these perfect people that had these amazing experiences that I can now share with my listeners.
I left that conference with a full heart because I felt like I'd encountered a couple of new friends, real people that I would be able to stay in contact with and have a meaningful friendship with into the future. So I was very happy with that conference.
Thank you so much for listening to Exploring Death today. And until next time, aloha.